quite nervous about doing this part. I'll put some seam sealed on there. So filler in there, I'll sand that back. The seam sealed on the inside. Okay, morning guys, welcome back to the channel and another update on the BMW. It is the new year now. I know you'll be seeing this much later than the new year because I'm planning on airing it after giving my son this for his birthday in February, and also you'll see it whenever I get time to upload the videos. But it's, what is it? I think it's the 4th of January and it's about 7 or 8 degrees in the workshop, not too cold. And yeah, really got to get on with this. I don't know what state this car's going to be in a month's time because that's literally all I have. And over the Christmas, well, you know, holiday period, I didn't have any time to get up here because we moved house. So this is the first time I've been up here since the middle of December. So 16th of December was the last time I was up here working on the car. What do I need to do? I need to do a whole bunch, but what I want to do is get this section finished off here. And I want to get the interior cleaned up. I want to get the headlining done. I've got all the fabrics over here for the door cards and the headlining. I've got these tires, which I don't know if I showed you in the last video, but I've got a set of tires. They are used tires, but in amazingly good condition. I mean, they're virtually new. They've had one summer season, and they're very good tires. They are Bridgestone, I think they are. Bridgestone, yeah. The guy, he was 19, the guy I bought them from, and a very nice chap. It's about half an hour's drive from here, and I got them for 140 euros, which is just phenomenal because they're worth about 650 if you buy them new. So happy with that. Right, let's crack on, see how we get on today. Okay guys, so an update on the welding. I've been at it for a few hours now actually. And yeah, I mean, I'm quite nervous about doing this part because it's visible. And I know if you don't take your time and if you don't cool it enough, then it does warp. And actually I can see here, oh no, there's quite a warp there. I've only just realized that one. I might be able to tap this in a little bit here, but otherwise the rest of it's pretty good. I've done the spot welds down there. There's a bit of a bow here, but I'll be able to push that up, and I think that's the contour of the floor anyway. And I'm just going through here now and bringing this up. Quite a big gap here, as you can see, which I'm bridging, trying not to blow holes in the metal. But on the whole, it's going okay. Other than that bugger. How am I going to do that? Okay guys, quick update. I think I'm going to leave it at that now. Don't know how well you can see that with this light. I've rubbed it down. I mean, you can still see the line there, but I'll just fill that in with body filler. And yeah, spot welds here. Blended it under there. Oh, looks a bit, oh, there's still a hole there actually. Oh, I've got to do that then. All right, well, I'll do that and that. And then these are the spot welds here. I guess I could fill them in totally with weld, but they're fine as they are. I'm just going to put some seam sealant on there. So almost done. Okay, so just finishing up for today. I put some body filler in there. I'll sand that back the next time I'm up here. I've also done the seam sealant on the inside, and I've just taped up the back here just to primer the sections that I welded in at the end of the summer. So yeah, quite happy with the progress today. It was a bit fiddly as always, but I got there in the end. I'm really pleased that I've got that sill repaired. So I'm probably going to have to do the whole lot on the other side as well. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The other thing I just did as well was just painted in satin black the covers for the, oh, you can't see it, but the fuel tank. Hi guys, back up at the workshop on a Friday afternoon, doing a little bit of work on the BMW, and as you can see from yesterday, I have now sanded down the body filler, and I'm just marking up underneath now to put some seam sealant on. So I'm basically going to go along this joint here, up over here, and then up this little bit just to blend it in here, because I think here is a drainage hole for these parts here. Okay, quick update. So I have put the seam sealant all around here, all through there and under there. And now I'm just working on smaller parts for the exhaust system and the underside. Brackets there also for the rear anti-roll bar. Just tightened up the bolts along here. And I've got the heat shields on because I'm actually starting to put things back onto the car. So just cleaned up some exhaust bolts and some exhaust heat shield nuts and bolts. And I'm starting to put stuff back on. Okay, so the more I look, the more I find. I've marked up here, or masked up here, where I'm going to paint because there's rust, and I found some more under here. It's very similar to the Porsche really, and I guess any car of this age, although the Porsche is 10 years younger. And I'm just going through here and finding rust spots and repairing them as I go. In reality, with the time that I've got left till the birthday, which is now 4 weeks, I'm not going to be able to get the entire car done, and I knew that from the start really. But what I want to do is, as I think I've said before, is do the logical parts which I can find now, and put everything back together, and then we'll go over it again together. Obviously I've got suspension, I've got new tires, I've got new alloys, I've got tons of stuff, which I've got a leaky gearbox as well, which I've got to resolve, which has clearly been leaking for a very long time. Engine as well, most likely. I mean, all of this oil here is absolutely baked on, so it's clearly had an engine oil leak, possibly from up there, or the gearbox, for an awfully long time. So there's those sorts of things which I won't be able to get done in the time frame, but I am aiming to get things back together and driving for the 7th of February. So I'm absolutely amazed with this. This is the old section of exhaust which I've just taken off the E36, which was the bit that was cut through by the thieves, who amazingly did a very good job of being very careful about cutting through it. Very considerate thieves, because they didn't damage the underside of the car with the angle grinder. But anyway, bearing in mind this is an original O2 sensor, and I've just sort of cleaned it up a little bit with the wire brush, and I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll give it a go with Big Bertha here. And the bloody thing came off. I mean, unbelievable. This car's 10 years older than the Porsche, and when I tried to get the O2 sensors off of the Porsche exhaust, not a chance in hell. And this thing was just, it wasn't nipped up, it was pretty tough, but I banged it and off it came. I was not expecting that, to say the least. So that means I can swap this out with the other one on the other exhaust, because this one has got a very cool original old school connector, whereas the new exhaust that I have got is obviously off a later car and has got not quite such a cool twist connector. So I'm very pleased with that. So just looking at that O2 sensor, 30 years, more or less, it's been in there, very caked up. I'm gonna check how I can, well, check this. I guess continuity or resistance maybe. I'll look up on the internet how it's possible to check this to make sure that it's still good. But look at that, can't believe it came out. Okay, so I've got that O2 sensor cleaned up, and yeah, you can see all the writing on there. I can't see a date, although you can't see anything at the moment, but I am happy with that. I've just got to get the other one out of the new, or my new, exhaust system, and you can see it's a different connector, but I'll do that probably tomorrow. And what did I want to show you under here? Oh yeah, I was just going to show you the red oxide that I've got on in places. All this is invisible because it's under the bumper and under the heat shields, but I'll still colour it in with the proper blue, and I've done some in there as well. It's just good to know that I've caught some rust while I found it, and caught it early, because otherwise, apart from all the rust repairs that I'm doing, the car is in really good condition. So I think this one is really well worth saving. But anyway, I'm going to head off now. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday evening. I'll see you next time.